When Swedish inventor Alfred Nobel died in 1896, he left the world with two major legacies, the dynamite and the Nobel Prize. The dynamite was the result of the need by Alfred to develop a more stable explosive after his experiment with a form of nitroglycerin went wrong and 5 people, including his brother Emil, died in the accident. The Nobel Prize, instituted 5 years after he had died, was a result of his last will and testament, setting aside bulk of his estate to fund prizes to people who have made discoveries that have revolutionized their fields. While most people are aware of the existence of the Nobel Prize, very few people know the reason that persuaded him to devote his fortune to charity. In 1888, when his brother Ludovic suddenly passed away, a Paris newspaper mistakenly proceeded to write a scathing obituary that branded him as a merchant of death who had grown rich by developing new ways to mutilate and kill. The error was later corrected, but not before Alfred had a very unpleasant experience of reading his own obituary. It is widely speculated that Alfred Nobel was so horrified that his legacy could amount to wipe out people en masse that he swiftly set aside enacting some damage control. Determined to change his legacy, Alfred set aside bulk of his estate to fund prizes in the subject of maths, physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and peace. Friends, what do you want to be remembered for? Our time on earth is limited. We all know this, yet for some reason, we generally push it on one side. We get caught in the trap of believing there are infinite tomorrows when it's simply not the case. Life is a fleeting ride, and most people don't discover how to live until it is time to die. Most of us let life act on us. We are asleep at the wheel of our own lives, and the days slip into weeks and weeks into months and months into years, and before we know it, we are on our deathbeds wondering where all the time went. The idea of legacy may remind us of death, but it's not about death. Being remembered of death is a good thing because death reminds us of the need to live life full. It gives you a perspective on what is important. It helps us to decide the kind of life we want to live and the kind of world we want to live in. Legacy building keeps us focused on the long term and gives us values that we can judge our actions by. Pericles, a very prominent and influential Greek statesman, an orator, and a military general of Athens during his golden age, once said, "What you leave behind is not what is engraved on your stone monuments, but what is woven in the lives of others." We are here for a short time, but that does not mean that we can't leave a big legacy. And by big, I do not mean famous or visible, but a legacy that makes a difference in some way. We do not have to be Einstein or Thomas Edison or Steve Jobs to leave a legacy, but each of us has within us the chance to be remembered for making a positive impact on people's lives. We all want to be remembered fondly 100 years from now, but the most promising part to that kind of immortality is via humility, nobility, self-sacrifice, and thinking of others. Benjamin Franklin aptly puts it, "If you would not be forgotten as soon as you are dead and rotten, either write things worth reading or do things worth writing." Sometimes it feels like we spend so much of trying to get ourselves noticed that we forget why we are doing all of this in the first place. When we base our level of success on fame, money, and admiration, we soon discover there is never enough. We all have the ability every day to build a legacy that lasts and makes a difference long after we are gone in 3 key ways. First, significance over success. Second, influence over awards. And third, impact over income. First, aim at significance over success. John Maxwell aptly puts it, "Success is when I add value to myself, and significance is when I add value to others." While success is more about what happens to you, significance is about what happens through you. One can attain significance and a worthwhile legacy through practicing 6 T's. First is time. Time. Give your time to others. Share your talent. Talent is the second T. Third is treasure. It might be a small little piece from you, but it makes a big difference to others. Fourth, be obsessed with doing something worthwhile, your task. The fifth is transform. Aim at transforming others. And finally, trust. Do not compromise on your integrity and honesty. The second key takeaway, or the second path to living a legacy, is influence over awards. Plaques and awards are wonderful. Prizes are nice, but they seldom change lives or make difference in the world. The impact in this case ends up with you, but influence on the other hand begins with you and ends with somebody else. Developing others is a wonderful way to positively influence others. This type of legacy is much more important than having your name on a building or a statue. The third and the last one is impact over income. Income is empty while impact is fulfilling. Wealth alone doesn't satisfy in the long term because money is only a means to an end. Lasting impact comes when we invest our time and our energy into the lives of other people. Adding value multiplies impact because the people we develop usually turn around and develop others, and the legacy goes on continuing. To conclude, let me leave you with some food for thought from a quote, the author of whom we are not aware. Work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express, not to impress. Don't strive to make your presence noticed, just make your absence felt.